this is Dougherty, and I am here to celebrate 5 of my kids today. The first one is Brooklyn Percy. Brooklyn is preparing, caring, and daring. Brooklyn has been working really hard in school. She asks questions when she is unsure of an assignment or not quite certain how to be ready for class. She has been traveling with her family during virtual learning. Even in a different time zone, she is ready and prepared for her classes each day. She cares about her classmates, family, and teacher. Keep it up, Brooklyn. My next student I want to honor is Clint. Clint is also preparing, caring, and daring. What a great kid Clint is. He is always involved in the lessons, following directions, trying his hardest, and volunteering answers. I'm really proud of his positive attitude that can be seen even through the screen. Keep it up, Clint. I'm also going to honor Dylan. Dylan is also preparing, caring, and daring. Dylan is an all-around great kid. He is organized and ready for every Zoom meeting. He is always willing to raise his hand to give answers. He is involved in his learning and keeps up with the work. He is kind and patient. Keep up the great work, Dylan. I'm proud of you. My next student is Jalen. Jalen is also getting her award for preparing, caring, and daring. I am so proud of Jalen. You always come to class prepared, ready with your supplies, and ready to learn. You care about your work, friends, teacher, and parents. You always try your best. You are daring to try things even when they are hard. Keep up the great work, Jalen. You will do great things. And the last student I want to honor today is Samuel. Samuel is also getting his award for preparing, caring, and daring. Samuel is an amazing kid. I'm proud of him stepping up and trying to make virtual learning work. He is always ready with his papers and supplies prepared for Zoom. He is caring and sensitive to how others are feeling. He is often raising his hand, willing to answer questions in class. Keep up the great work, Samuel. I am proud of you, kid. And good job to all the Turner kids that are getting their award this month.
Hello, students and families. I have 4 second grade friends to share for this month, so let's get started. First is Allie Carroll. Allie is receiving her award for preparing and caring. This young lady is soft-spoken and kind with her words and actions. She joins each Zoom lesson with a friendly smile and is always prepared for it with the materials she needs. She asks for help or clarity if she doesn't quite understand the directions and participates in class activities and discussions in a meaningful way. Thank you for setting a great example of what it means to be a Turner student, Allie. Next, we have Ava Byrne. Ava is receiving her award for being preparing, caring, and daring. She has, like many others during this time, been trying to connect with her class and teacher remotely, while her mom is also teaching. This has presented her with some extra challenges, but she has maintained a positive attitude and good work ethic through it all. She's even practiced being more daring than usual by speaking up for herself and asking for help when the tech issues got in the way. I'm proud of you, Ava. Next, we have Luke Brindley. Luke is receiving his award for caring and daring. This young man is silly, sweet, and very friendly. He's another smiling face on my screen, which I so appreciate. Luke is also someone who at times struggles with staying focused and maintaining his attention. Something many of us have realized we too struggle with in this new learning virtual environment. While it may not be easy, he pushes himself to focus on my teaching and participates in our class discussions, raising his hand, asking and answering questions, sharing about his adventures and his interests. Keep it up, Luke. And last, we have Gavin Brown. Gavin is receiving his award for preparing, caring, and daring. He is friendly, outgoing, creative, and intelligent. He comes to class prepared for the lesson with his materials ready, a good attitude, and usually a new structure he's created out of folded paper to share with his classmates. He's not afraid to show his creative abilities and discuss ways to modify or improve his designs, which can be very intimidating for people. I appreciate that he is confident and comfortable with who he is. Thank you for sharing your talents with us, Gavin. Thank you, friends. Keep working hard.
Hi, Turner kiddos. I have some interesting facts for you. Did you know that it is impossible for most people to lick their own elbow? I don't think I can.
Did you know rubber bands last longer when refrigerated? Like fingerprints, everyone's tongue print is different. Did you know that?
Hi, this is Mrs. Stinnett, and I have 3 fourth graders that I want to recognize today. All 3 of these fourth graders have something in common. They all have nicknames that we use from time to time, so I'm going to share their nicknames too. I thought that might be fun. The first person that I would like to recognize is London Oliver, also known as London Bridges. London is being recognized for being preparing and caring. London is a fine young lady who is consistent in all areas. London reliably completes her work without requiring any reminders. She is willing to ask questions when something is unclear. Her questions are thoughtful and helpful to others. London works hard at trying not to get discouraged with distance learning and is very supportive to her classmates. She is a fabulous person with many strengths. Good job, London Oliver, aka London Bridges. The next person I want to recognize is Malia Potter. She's being recognized for preparing and caring, and her nickname, we like to call her Malia, Malia, Malia. Malia is one of the hardest working students in 4th grade. When things get difficult, she finds someone to help her and doesn't give up. During Zoom, when she is displaying her whiteboard answer, her answers are always so organized, neat, and easy to read. She really cares about what she is doing, and she is one of our top math fact solvers, solving over 4,000 multiplication and division problems in reflex math. Can you believe it? Way to go, fabulous Malia, Malia, Malia! And finally, the 3rd fourth grader from Mrs. Stinnett's class I want to recognize for being preparing, caring, and daring is Malachi Schmitz, better known as Malichi. Malachi has approached this whole distance learning thing with confidence and a positive attitude. He has perfect classroom Zoom attendance. During Zoom, he works from the same location every day and has his materials organized and is able to focus. Malachi volunteers to share his answers to questions on any topic that we are studying. He doesn't even need reminders about completing his work. And just as a bonus, Malachi has a fabulous smile. Good job, you're a great kid, Malachi, aka Malichi. Way to go, 4th graders. Keep up the good work.
Hi, this is Mrs. Federico. I'm going to recognize some Turner students. First off, I have Eli Dunn. Eli is a dedicated student. He's always caught up with his work and completes really high quality work. He cares about learning and shows it with his engagement in Zoom. So he's always that kid that's raising his hand and wanting to participate. And he has well thought out responses. He's kind and polite to his classmates and is a really good friend to others. Thank you for caring about learning and about others, Eli. Next, I have Layla Dunn. Layla has an amazing sense of humor. She loves to laugh, and her laughter is so contagious. She cares about school and others. She completes high quality work, and it's always on time. And if you know Layla, she has just this fun, spunky, positive energy to life. She's a good friend to others, and Layla is a caring student, Turner student. Next, I have Ariel McGarvey. Ariel cares about school and others. She always has a wonderful story to share with teachers and classmates, and she's a very kind and thoughtful and creative person. Her thoughtful manner makes her a really good friend to others. Way to be caring, Ariel. My next student is Teek Shaw. Teek has a wonderful sense of humor that he gladly shares with his classmates. And he knows how to, just a great way to input fun and humor into class activities. He will often take the lead in class discussions and in small group discussions. And he just has a strong, fun, positive zest for life. I already feel like Teek is a great Turner kid, and way to be daring, Teek. Next, then we have Holden. Holden is a hardworking, dedicated student. He's one of the first to complete his work and completes it really well. He participates in Zooms. Holden is also willing to share during discussions and small group discussions. And he sets a great example for other students he just has this amazing work ethic, drive, and determination to do really well in school. And because of that, he is getting the Daring Award. And then finally, I have Brody. And Brody, he just has this amazing attitude every day. He greets the Zoom with a smile, and he's just has this great attitude and is always willing to tackle any task. He works hard to complete his work on time, and he's a kind and thoughtful student and demonstrates many qualities that a great friend has. Way to be brave, and way to care about others, and way to be daring, Brody. Good job.
Did you know there are 293 ways to make a change for $1?
It is physically impossible for pigs to look up into the sky.
Did you know some lipsticks contain fish scales?
Hey there, this is Mr. Brill. I just wanted to talk about a couple really special students I have in my class this year, and the ones that I've chosen to recognize for the January Turner Way Assembly this time around. The first one I want to share with you is Ariana. Ariana is daring all the time. She seems like she's as cool as the other side of the pillow. She is never worried. She doesn't stress. She rolls with the punches. She works hard. She's tuned in when we're on Zoom. Just a great job of always being daring and prepared and ready to go. But she's also really caring too. She's super respectful. She brings a lot of joy to the classroom. She's always got positive words, and she's just one of those special Turner kids that show up and every day just makes everybody's day around them better. And I definitely appreciate that every single time we log into Zoom. The other student I want to share with you today is Grace. Grace is also such a caring young lady. She just brings joy to our class. She's got this big smile. She includes her brother with some of the things we're doing when we're getting started in the morning. You can tell that she's enjoying what we're doing, that she's paying attention, enough that she's bringing siblings in to kind of check out and see what we're doing, and that's super special. And I definitely love seeing that sort of enthusiasm, even though we're meeting only via Zoom currently. But finally, I also want to mention how daring she can be. I've seen her struggle a couple times. It's usually she's misplaced a paper and she can't find it, and there's a moment of anxiety, and she snaps right back. She comes back, it's by no means is a meltdown, shutdown. She's daring enough to just be like, okay, I'm going to pay attention. I'm still going to learn the way I can and keep going. And, when we're 6 and 7 years old, that's a really hard skill to have, and certainly not one that her peers all have. So she definitely needs to be recognized for that. So Ariana and Grace, thank you so much for being such huge parts of our class this year. You're both very, very deserving of this recognition.
Hi Turner, it's Mrs. Essary, and I'm going to be honoring 2 kids from my class today. The first one is Carson Cavally for preparing. This year, Carson has been working really hard on being independent during his school time. It's a challenge to shuffle through papers, mute and unmute, while following directions all at the same time. But through practice and perseverance, Carson has gained skills to operate and participate in class with limited help. I'm so proud of your hard work, and I'm excited to see what more you will learn this year. The second kid I'm honoring today is Levi Kenzie for daring. It's no secret that Levi is often shy and cautious. While these traits can be strengths at times, it has been so fun watching Levi come out of his shell this last month and a half. He has had his camera on during Zoom, is sharing out loud in class, and even sending me videos of himself reading. I know it's scary to be daring sometimes, Levi, but you're doing an amazing job. Keep up the good work.
Hi, I'm Ms. Regan, and I would like to recognize Emma from my class. Emma is preparing and caring. In class, she actively participates. Sometimes she does it the normal way by raising her hand and waiting to be called on, but she also does a great job of using nonverbal ways of letting me know that she understands what is going on and that she is really focused on her learning. Thank you for your creative and hard work, Emma. Keep it up. Liam is daring. He has set a great example of being brave and willing to try something even in front of the whole class, even when he is not sure that he can do it all by himself. This has encouraged others to be brave too. Way to be a leader, Liam. Lucia is caring. She works hard to make sure her work is done and well done. She also listens and looks for ways to demonstrate caring to others in the class. She is willing to adjust what might be the most fun or easiest for her in order to help others. Thank you for your generous example, Lucia.
Did you know that a cat has 32 muscles in its ears?
A crocodile cannot stick its tongue out.
Wearing headphones for just an hour could increase the bacteria in your ear by 700 times.
Hi, Turner family. Few kids I want to recognize for the month of January for showing the Turner way. The first one is Miss Allie for being preparing and caring. Allie is one of those kids that you can always count on to do the right thing. She's done such a great job being on time for our Zoom meetings, being prepared with materials, paying attention during class, and really connecting with her classmates. I really appreciate her attitude. Thank you, Allie, for being a great role model for your peers. The next one I want to recognize is Nika. Nika is new to Turner this year, but she's naturally a Turner student. She knows exactly what it means to be preparing, daring, and caring. She's done a great job getting her assignments done. She's always respectful and she's engaged in class. Even through a screen, you can tell that she has a caring heart. Thank you, Nika, for being a great example of a Turner kid. And last but not least is Mr. Owen. One thing I really appreciate about Owen is that he's never afraid to answer a question or read something out loud. He exemplifies daring. And not only is he daring, but he's also consistently preparing. He gets his work done every day on time, and he puts in his best effort. Thank you, Owen, for showing us what it means to be preparing and daring.
Hello, Turner families. Thank you for joining us for our Turner Way Assembly. I love being able to recognize students who are being preparing, caring, and daring and doing things the Turner way. This month of January, I am super excited to bring 3 kids forward to kind of give them the award of each of those traits. This month, Liam Etzel is getting the award for being preparing. He has earned that award because he is always on time for Zoom. All of his supplies are right next to him. If they need anything, he has it ready to go. The other thing that really makes Liam prepared in the Turner way, he does his work on time, he turns it in with good quality, and I really appreciate that even in this environment, Liam has figured out a way to make sure that he is prepared and doing his best all the time. Thank you, Liam. Nice job. The next person I'd like to recognize is Adeline Goldman. She is earned the award for being caring. And I kind of have to tell a story for it to make sense. We were giving speeches. And of course, that's not for everybody. It's challenging, especially in this environment when you're a little box on a screen and you see everybody looking at you. So I had a couple students who thought that maybe it would be easier if they didn't have such a large audience. Sure enough, Addie sent me an email and asked, hey, Mrs. Creech, can I join the audience so that I can kind of give another friendly face, a kind face to others as they give their speech, put them at ease, make them feel better? And I thought, sure, why not? As we went through those speeches, she was such a kind-hearted cheerleader for those kids, giving them encouragement before they started, telling them they could do it. And we got down to the last student who was really struggling to come up with an idea to give a speech. And you could tell this was definitely out of his comfort zone. So again, Addie unmutes herself and asks, hey, Mrs. Creech, is it okay if I give him a couple of suggestions, ideas maybe? Absolutely. Thanks for being so kind-hearted. The thing I love the most is not only was Addie caring to her classmates, she was very caring to me. She was respectful. She asked if she could help before she did anything, and I just love that. One thing about Addie is she's like that all the time. Thank you so much for being caring. Our last award for room 20 in 3rd grade goes to Finley Randall. Finley is getting the award the month of January for being daring. Finley's kind of shy, and raising her hand in this environment has been a little tricky, especially in the beginning. However, Finley has so many great things to share. Sure enough, she got out there and became Turner Daring, and she raises her hand, she gives her suggestions. Sometimes she'll ask first thing in the morning, hey, can I show you something? Can I share something with the group? I love that she has stepped way out of the box and has become a Turner Daring student. So thank you, 3rd graders, for all your hard work. Thank you, parents, for the support that you're giving to help us have preparing, caring, and daring students, even virtually.
Did you know a shark is the only fish that can blink with both eyes?
Did you know tigers have striped skin, not just striped fur? Whoa.
If you sneeze too hard, you could fracture a rib.
Hello, this is Mr. Cakebread with January's Turner Way Awards. I apologize for not having a video, but I'm out of storage room on my phone. So you're stuck with just a picture of me this month because there's nobody else around to borrow a device. For January, the Preparing Award goes to Abigail Reich. Abigail earned the Preparing Award for January with continued success and being ready to learn. Abigail is on time, thoughtful, and consistent in her approach to learning. She always thinks ahead to what she may need to know and asks great questions. Great job, Abigail. Tegan Girdich is receiving the Caring Award because he's always checking in to see how his grades and work are going. He cares deeply about finding success in math and reading. He often emails and asks if there's anything else he can do to keep his grades up. That's a great attitude, Tegan. Ian Ludwig is receiving the Daring Award for January because he's willing to answer questions in class and shows a strong sense of self-confidence. He's great about letting me tease him and never takes it personally. I really appreciate having this for the rest of the class to see. He's becoming a role model on Zoom meetings, and I'm proud of him.
Did you know that an ostrich's eye is bigger than its brain? What?
Did you know that cat urine glows under a black light?
Did you know that a shrimp's heart is in its head? I didn't know that.
Hi, Mrs. Gehring here. I have 4 awards for January for my class. The first one is Noah Lesk. He is getting an award for caring. Noah is a kind student who is always quick to offer a helping hand. He gets his work done very quickly and helps keep our classroom clean. He always checks to make sure others are okay, and he comes to class with a positive attitude each and every day. Great job, Noah. The second is for Emma Jones for preparing. Emma is prepared each and every day. She always has her supplies ready and gets her work done quickly. She stays focused in class and asks questions when she doesn't understand. Thank you, Emma, always for being ready and giving 100%. The next award is for Daring for Rhett Dowd. Rhett is becoming so much more confident in class. He raises his hand and isn't afraid to get help with his reading. He is patient and kind when he isn't always chosen. Rhett participates and stays focused in class. Keep up the great work, Rhett. The last award is for Kai Salcido for preparing. Kai is an outstanding student. He is always prepared with his materials. He raises his hand and waits patiently to be called on. He turns in neat and completed work on time. He is polite and kind to others. Kai sets a great example to other students. Thank you for working so hard, Kai. Congratulations on your awards.
Hi, Turner. Miss Hammer has 2 kiddos she'd like to recognize this month, Regan Woodrow and Evan Donahue. Regan is receiving her award for being preparing and daring. Regan is always prepared for class. She consistently has her binder, her supplies, a good attitude, and a great smile, and she's always ready to go. She's also a great example of what it means to be brave and daring. She's always the first to raise her hand, answer some questions, or even read a story in front of her peers. Regan is always working hard and challenging herself to get better every day in reading and math. Keep up the great work, Regan. Miss Hammer is super proud of you. Second award is Evan Donahue. Evan is receiving his award for being caring and daring. Evan shows up with a smile, a wave, and just a great attitude every morning. He is also super thoughtful to those around him and such a great friend. The last couple of months, though, I've been most impressed with Evan becoming super daring. He is speaking up in class, reading aloud, and answering questions. Evan works hard every day, even when it's challenging, to get better. Thank you for the hard work, Evan. Miss Hammer is super proud of you. Bye, guys.
Hello, kindergartners. I have 4 awards for us today. The first award is for Jax Farmer. Jax is getting his award for being preparing and daring. Jax comes to school each day with a great attitude, ready to learn. He works hard and never gives up. This great attitude and hard work has allowed him to move up in reading groups. Keep up the good work, Jax. My next award is for Avery Etzel. Avery earned her award for being caring and preparing. Avery's joyful spirit makes our whole class a better place to be. She's a kind friend and a hard worker. Avery even taught me to be a better artist with her motto, always add eyelashes. Thanks for making our class a happier place to be, Avery. Okay, next award is for Toby Jaskilka. Toby is getting his award for being preparing, caring, and daring. Toby is doing a great job in kindergarten this year. He may not always be the first one done with his work, but he keeps working until he finishes and never complains. I can always count on Toby to take care of his friends and to do his best. Great work, Toby. Okay, last award is for Wyatt Kelso. Wyatt is getting his award for being preparing, caring, and daring. Wyatt is a kind and helpful friend. He is a hard worker and sometimes even does more work than I ask him to do just to challenge himself. Thanks for all your hard work, Wyatt. Great job, kindergartners.